Okay, I just milled up a bunch of lumber just because I have a bunch of rough pieces and they weren't too usable. You know, just milled them up. I milled a piece of maple too. So, and some hackberry that I'm using for a in the kitchen project. But anyway, what I was trying to do here was I started out trying to, I want to make new handles. I have a bunch of these old saws, kind of like miter saws or just general purpose type things, and these handles are just pretty awful. This one's probably left out in the rain. But anyway, I was going to make handles for these, and I was going to use cherry, but then a lot of this cherry I had was kind of the middle of the tree, has just not the best material. But usually they use dense woods like apple or cherry, walnut, maple. Anyway, so I had a nice piece of maple and I milled that. That's probably about 1 inch thick. So that's what I decided to use. You can get online and go to Blackburn Tools and get these templates if you've seen anyone making saws. There's all different kinds too. So I'm going to use this part because it's already drilled, but I don't really want this handle on a different one. I kind of roughed it out. This is redwood, but I decided not to use it. It'd probably be strong enough and everything, but I'm gonna use this part, but then change the handle to roughly something like this, but also I'm gonna leave it a little big everywhere and just kind of work into it. But so I got this nice piece of maple here, and it's over 1 inch, almost 1.125 inch and 3/32, or anyway, it's over 1 inch. So I'm going to use this. The planer did a nice job. It just comes out buttery smooth. It's got these marks on it, but man, that thing cuts nice. So that was an upgrade. A recent upgrade was like planer. But so anyway, I'm just going to try to rough one of these out and see how it goes. And I have a bunch of these saws I could make handles for, so I'm kind of just getting in the warmed up with this, and look at the grain direction, try to figure out. This is basically pretty good plain sawn piece here. Maybe I'll go like this. I'll put the, you can't see it here, but there's a little bit of tighter grain up here, so maybe get rid of this checking, so something like that. So I'm gonna cut one of these and see if I can rough this out and see how it goes. over this a few times, defining it a little bit more. You can keep on messing with this for quite a while, but pretty much shaping's done. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and sand everything. I've already roughly sanded it once, and so it's pretty much good enough. I've been slightly refining the shape, like that faceted thing was okay, but then it wasn't totally comfortable. So I've been trying to move this in a little, and also I've been rounding over this inside a little bit. So I'll do that a little bit more. So anyway, I'm gonna sand it. So you could spend just a long time, especially this wood, like I said 3 times already. It's just so, you know, it's so dense that everything shows up, and also it takes a little while to work it. So yeah, I just rounded over this inside a little bit, kind of get rid of that facet. And then when I first cut this out, I think this was a hair short. So this is the first one. I'm gonna try to get this one done, put it together, and then definitely make another one. I'll be trying to, I have a small dovetail saw kit, so I'm glad I tried this first, and then I'll try that one, or I have a couple other of these old saws, cheap saws, and I'll just try to rehandle them. So a little bit, try to dial this in a little better, like on the cutout and the holes and stuff. So, but this was good. I thought I lost this one originally, and then I brought it back in because I got it. I tried to keep that saw cut straight, but when I put it together, it looked like it was slightly skewed. So what I did was just kind of sanded this in shape to make it straight. So anyway, you know, a lot of beginner mistakes, but that always happens on most things. So get this one done, and then I'll plan on making more of these sometime soon. So I'll go through and sand it again. I'm trying to shape it a little bit with 100, and then I gotta make some sanding sticks, and then just get this done and put it together. Here it is. Just went through and re-ground this and sharpened it several times. The handle looks nice. These screws were not perfectly placed. You can almost countersink those a little more, and also the handle could be a hair tighter. I think I ended up trying to work it in and it actually made it bigger, but anyway, it works fine. This saw is a little bit heavy, so I went to set the teeth and I thought this is pretty thick saw plate, and I kind of thought I needed to punch them harder, so I punched them harder, but then it basically made the blade all warpy. It was all wavy and everything. It's still not perfect, but I got it real close to straight. I had to go back and hammer. I had to hammer it back and forth in order to get it straight. I used the metal hammer, but anyway, it's pretty good. You can go and hammer it back, but because it was pretty straight before that. But anyway, that's one thing. And then, I might keep working on this. I got it almost perfect. It's just like some slight variations still. Kind of tell, but anyway, then I sharpened it like 3 times. Well, I set the blade. It's working really good right now, and it's pretty sharp. But I kept on. What I realized is I had the teeth weren't really deep enough, so I went and re-ground this deeper, and that would be easier to set now. So I could go back through and add, a light amount of set. So I might do that, and then, you can keep planing and refining the sharpness. It's really kind of hard to see, but so I found that if you mark these, it makes it quite a bit easier. It's, and then some of these in the middle, they're still not very deep. So anyway, but I was punching it hard, and it just made the blade all warpy and stuff. So anyway, but in order not to go on, but I've been messing with it for a while. But the handle, this video is really about the handle and rehandling an old or a cheap saw in order to make, kind of like a carcass saw, or it's just something of better quality. So that's where I'm at, and like I said, I got this almost perfect. You can go and fine tune. It's unfortunate, it's probably gonna put some marks in here. I can sand that back, but so you could just continually tune this. Well, we just had a power outage, so perfect for hand tool woodworking, right? I've gone through and messed with this a bunch of times. Should be good to go now, hopefully. A little bit tight, even though I just reset. Just a little bit.